comic is a hilarious guy. He's pretty cool with content creating on TikTok and YouTube. He's from Jonesboro. Give it up for Bryce Moore.
Good evening, North Little Rock. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm a college graduate. Okay, fine. That's cool. Cum laude. Yeah, in theater. That's what my parents said, too. Yeah. I was in Target one day, and you know they have the mannequins that model the clothes? Well, there was one that was modeling maternity clothes. And I just had one question about this. Who got the mannequin pregnant? I said that out loud. My brother put his hand on my shoulder. He goes, "It's a long story." I said, "Go stand in the corner. I don't want to talk to you anymore." But he gave me an update on that. He told me that she had her baby. Everybody's healthy. But she got fired. So she got a new job at Academy Sports, and the kid works at Dillard's. Okay. I've lost 40 pounds. Yeah. I found about 70 more. Yeah, I know. I think I'm pretty well stocked up. Don't you agree? No, I have gained some weight, and I can tell because I have to walk further away from things to keep from bumping into them. Got to be careful, too. I don't want to puncture a fat roll, you know. Unless I can do enough damage that a doctor will just have to chop it off. Just amputate it. That's a heck of a weight loss program, folks. Lose weight with a new BAM method. Lots of pain, no gain. That's right. If I do one side, though, I want to get the other side done because I don't want to be lopsided, walking around like this all the time. What you doing, Bryce? Just saving up. Yeah. Found out that you can go on YouTube and find workouts like aerobic videos on YouTube for free. So you can get a workout from right there in your own living room. But the problem with that, what else is on YouTube? NFL highlights. It's a whole lot more fun to watch other people be active than it is to actually be active, isn't it? Plus, when the coach is mad and he's screaming at somebody, it's not at me. Makes me feel better about myself. But no. I'm fat. I realize it. I'm eating myself into an early... That was just a statement. They don't laugh at half the jokes, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fat, and I know, ha, 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 ha. I wasn't nervous, I swear to God. Well, I'm fat. I'm fat, and I realize it, and I'm eating myself into an early grave, but I'm not afraid to die, I'm a Christian, I know where I'm going. But the only catch with that is that when it comes my time, I know it's going to be a long walk up them steps. And I'd a whole lot rather watch somebody do that on YouTube first, But yeah, I'm fat. I wear this ridiculous shirt doing comedy. I look like a plus-size superhero. Like a Justice League reject. Some character they pitched at DC that just never worked out. Nobody ever laughs at that. Ever. Look, up on the stage, it's a bus, it's a train. Oh no, it's just Bam. He doesn't have any powers, everybody just laughs at him. Until tonight. I have started working out though. I started doing Taibo. And you're probably wondering, why is a 27-year-old comedian doing a 90s workout in 2024? Well, see, folks, the 90s are when I weighed the least. So I'm trying to lose weight in the past to prevent this from ever happening. I think it's worth a shot. And for those of you who don't know, Taibo is like a martial arts-based workout. So they have you throwing punches, kicks. You do a lot of fighting moves, and you lose weight. Now, I can't actually do martial arts, but I look cool. And I know I look cool because I've got the blinds closed and the curtains pulled, so I'm the only one that can judge. And I say I look cool. So I'm on there, and I'm trying to throw these jabs. They got you throwing jabs. I'm throwing jabs. And here's the kind of fat I am, folks. My armpit claps. For real. I'm throwing the jabs, and my armpit's going, get rid of me, get rid of me, get rid of me. I like it, It's kind of like having my own built-in cheerleader. The only catch, though, is that as I do better, it's going to become less supportive over time. Just like a bandwagon fan. You liked me till I started losing. Yeah. I was in the middle of that workout, and they have you throw in roundhouse kicks. Do roundhouse kicks. And Billy Blanks, the host of it, hops on there, and it zooms in on him, and he's like, look, it ain't got to be to the head. Go to the knee if you have to, but just don't quit. Well, I'm over here kicking him in the ankle. Apparently my foot's afraid of heights. But I'm not quitting. I'm going at it, giving it everything I got. Aaron Rodgers would be in a world of trouble right now. I'm glad we have some football fans in here. I was worried about that. It's an intense workout, though. After the workout, my head itched, and I couldn't move my arm to scratch it. I had to go over and find something and just lean over. When I went to bed that night, I was still sore in my dreams. You know those dreams where something's chasing you and you can't run away? Now I know why. Thank you. I'm glad you filled us in on that. I don't think anybody would have gotten there. Good God. I went to the doctor a while back, not because I punctured a fat roll. No, I found out that I have a slightly elevated liver enzyme. I also found out that I have liver enzymes, and they can be elevated in varying degrees. And the doctor said that he wanted to see me again in a couple of weeks to discuss treatment. So I went, and I paid a $35 copay. I took off work 2 hours early, and so the doctor, I get there, and he's like, it's not even really that elevated. I'm not that concerned with it, to be honest with you. Tell you what, come in about 6 more weeks, pay another copay, and we'll do some lab work, and I'll charge you more for that too. Got any questions? Yeah, Doc, just one. Did you know that Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone way back in 1876? Maybe spring for one, you know. He also told me to quit taking my cholesterol medicine because any statin drug can apparently also raise a liver enzyme. And I take atorvastatin for high cholesterol. And he said to quit taking that for 6 weeks. So the way I think about it is if my cholesterol builds up and gives me a heart attack and I die, I won't have a slightly elevated liver enzyme anymore, now will I? That's a cure and it's free. I'll take that one. Oh, man. Saw a post a few months ago on Instagram. And it said, with rising temperatures going into the summer, with rising temperatures, parents are being advised to put something important in the back seat of their car so that they don't forget their children back there. Parents are being advised to put something important in the back seat of their car so they don't forget their children back there. I had to Google this. I couldn't believe it, right? Sure enough, kidshealth.org. And you know it's legit if it's .org. Put something important like a cell phone so you don't forget your kid. And I was appalled when I read this, folks. How am I supposed to text and drive if my phone is in the back seat of the car? I'm all about safety, but let's be reasonable. No, for real though, jokes aside, if you leave a kid in the back seat of a car and that kid dies, it's for the best, you know? If you do that, you don't need a kid. No, you've got some growing up to do, I think. And hey, Junior's not going to do it, so you might as well take his spot while there's a position open. Are we comfortable with each other yet? Are we all cool? We're going to risk ruining it. For a long time now, I've wanted to write jokes about death and suicide. See, everybody just went, huh? It doesn't matter how cool you are leading into that. No, I haven't. I don't really know why, but I've not known how to approach it. And so I broke down and I asked ChatGPT, tell me a suicide joke, and it can't. Apparently it's a sensitive topic or whatever. So I said, fine, well, tell me a dark joke. And this is what it tells me. It tells me a street joke. I have a friend who is addicted to brake fluid. He says he can stop anytime he wants. A street joke written by an AI got the biggest laugh of my set so far. I'm so disappointed. I'm killing myself, I swear. I'm kidding. No, so I responded to ChatGPT. I said, suicide's out, but addiction's okay? You must be very careful when approaching that topic, but yeah, pretty much. Okay, fine. So what if I have a joke where a person dies as a result of his addiction? Is that allowed to be funny? Because it's an indirect form of suicide when you think about it. So is that allowed to be funny? And ChatGPT left me on red. So I screenshotted all this and sent it to my friends Carson and Wendy and expressed my great frustrations over this. And we talked about it some. And that was the end of it. Well, the very next day, I saw a meme on Instagram. And it said that a student was standing on a rooftop across from the school. The physics teacher ran outside and said, "No, don't jump. You have so much potential." 2 jokes I didn't write, and everybody's laughing at them. All right. I'm going to do joke covers from now on. I knew this would happen. I send this to Carson and Wendy. Well, then I get a message directly from just Carson, and he says, "Hey, are you okay? Wendy's concerned." He's not concerned, just Wendy's concerned. He made sure to tell me that. I said, "Yeah, why?" And he sent me some screenshots of their conversation that they've had separately. And she did seem pretty upset. I think it really bothered her that I sent a bunch of jokes about suicide and was talking about suicide a lot in just these couple of days. Mind you, at no point did Wendy think to directly text me and ask me if I'm okay. She said, "Oh no, one of my friends might be suicidal. Let me text my other friend who also never actually sees him." Anyway, Carson goes, "Please, just tell her you're not suicidal." I said, "Okay, fine, whatever makes you guys feel better." Thank you. Nobody got that on Monday. So I opened my message conversation between myself and Wendy. And the last time I texted Wendy was on her birthday. And so now this conversation literally says, "Happy birthday, thanks." And then a month later, "Hey, I'm not suicidal." This is a comedy show, not a metal show. Anyway, she left me on red. Life sucks, and I don't like it, you know? It does. Life does kind of suck when you think about it. Life is this big conglomerate of stuff that nobody bothered to tell you about, you know, growing up. Nobody told me that there would one day be some random caller on my phone saying that my computer has a virus on it that's stealing all of my personal information. And now they need to get remote access from me to my computer to install the software to eliminate that virus and charge me $700 for it, when in reality that software they're installing is the virus that's going to steal all of my personal information. I fell for that scam my senior year of college. That's why I'm a theater major. Life sucks, and I don't like it. I got booked for a comedy show in Germantown. This comedian, he's a clean comedian, he had a clean show. And I told him that I do clean comedy. Well, he'd never seen me perform before, but clean comics are hard to come by. And so he messages me, he's like, "Hey, come do this show, do 10 minutes in Germantown." And I said, "Sure, I'm in, I'll do it." Professional grade video quality, all that kind of stuff. I'm excited for it. Well, about 6 hours later, it was a misunderstanding on his part. He didn't have a spot to give away, and I was unbooked for that comedy show. Life sucks, and I don't like it. I bought a carton of eggs. 18 eggs. Got all the way home with it. 17 of them were broken. Life sucks, and I don't like it. I'm going to do one more of these here, and I'm going to get out of here. When I moved out of my parents' house to Jonesboro, I did a bunch of research to figure out how much money I was going to have to make to survive on my own. And my research led me to bad news and worse news. The bad news is it is too expensive to live. The worst news is it's more expensive to die. Say it with me, all. Life sucks and I don't like it. Thank you so much. My name is Bryce Moore. Find me on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. Now, are you ready for another comedian?